What's going on, guys? Cobra Trading here. I haven't done a full in-depth analysis video for Bitcoin for quite some time, but given this price action and the uncertainty of this drop, considering how high that we've come, I feel like it's kind of warranted. So the first time I recorded this video, I rewatched it. It was way too long, so sorry for the time that it took to get the video up. I wanted to redo it with just quick to the point analysis. Focusing on price action, volume, Ichimoku cloud, support and resistance, trend lines. You guys know how I trade if you've been here for a while. If you haven't, make sure that you smash the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any tutorials in the future or analysis videos like this. Let's get started. So I want to start with this daily chart here. Take a look at the indicators first, right? And just price action, trend lines, stuff like that. We have been in this ascending channel for quite a long time. You guys know that, especially if you watch my 90-second videos. Almost every time this channel has been here for like 2 months. Okay, it's been here since January. I've had it drawn for at least a month or two. A couple things to note here. The bearish divergence that everyone was making fun of me for earlier on, since January, well, actually, I guess since here in last month was when it was confirmed. This has been playing out. We've got 3 consecutive higher highs, 3 consecutive lower lows. Now we're seeing a potentially major correction here. Didn't really happen with the MACD, or at least with my settings. So that's something to note there. But we did, pop up into this major, daily supply zone and just completely rejected from that. We did break down from the median line of our ascending channel. And now it looks like we're going to be working our way down to be testing other levels of support. So there is a daily level of support here at the top of these candles that we just tested. So there's one here that we tested. The very next one that I would be expecting to test if we do move lower from here would probably be down here around the bottom of our channel. Basically this whole zone in here, anywhere between, what is this? I guess 47 and, like 40, 42. Okay, so that would pretty much be my next zone. Obviously the bottom of this channel here would probably end up being major support here, and that's still down around 45, which is really low. If you follow me on Twitter, links are all down in the description below for that. I did make a post yesterday about something that I noticed. So if you go back and you look at this correction here and you actually measure it from our top, let me put the magnet on, from the top to our bottom, it was about 31%. I guess to here it was maybe like 26.5% or something like that. Whatever. And the same thing, I believe, happened here where it was something like 26%. Okay, so I guess it was this one. Both of these times, every time that we've done that is between 26 and 30%. So to give you an idea, from our top, 26% would be right around that $45,000 mark. 30% would be right in this daily demand box. So taking that into account, if you also look at the Ichimoku cloud, you can also see that 26% each time from those retracements has also been this magic Kijinsen line for our Ichimoku cloud. So most times it's either lined up with our 50 EMA, which is this purple moving average, or it's been above our 50 EMA. So right now it's quite far below our 50 EMA, and we're bouncing off of our off of the 50 pretty nicely here. Obviously on the daily chart, the bullish or the bearish volume, has been increasing here. We did fall below our median line on our MACD. Our RSI is well below the 50 point and hunting for support down here at this 44 line. So there are some things going for Bitcoin right now in terms of support. One being the 50 EMA, one being the fact that we're not like super deep into MACD bearish territory yet, and the fact that the daily RSI has not really gone too far below 50 yet, which is a good thing. Normally, as long as you stay in between 44 and 55, normally it's a good zone to be in. It's just kind of neutral. If you go below 44, 45, normally that means it's bearish. If you go above 55, 56, we all know that that is bullish. So that's kind of where I stand with this daily chart. If we get these indicators off the screen and we just do a quick fib analysis here from our last major low to our all-time high here, our 0.5 retracement is the top of our major demand zone. So keep that in mind. From our most recent swing low, we have basically already hit our golden pocket at 618, which is why a lot of people are starting to say, oh, okay, we've bottomed, this is the bottom. Personally, for me, I need more confirmation than one little candle and a fib zone tapped for me to be declaring a bottom here. Like, we need to see some bullish candles. We need to wait and see what happens with the options expiry and stuff like that. Okay, so a real quick note on the options expiry. There's been a lot of talk about that. Not only you've got monthly futures, right? You've got daily futures and options, weekly, monthly, yearly, quarterly, all that good stuff, right? Well, the thing about the March expiry is that, one, it's the first quarter of a new year. So you've got first quarter of a new year to first quarter of a new year for the yearly futures and options contracts. Then you've got the quarterly, the weekly, the dailies. Whenever you have a quarterly, it's like one extra that's expiring at the same time. So that's why a lot of people are nervous. I'm not going to get into explaining gammas and deltas and the Greeks in terms of options. That's not what this channel is about. If you guys want to learn how to do options, there's plenty of really fantastic YouTubers out there that have tons and tons of tutorials about that. But basically, the way that the gammas are looking right now with the options is why a lot of people are starting to kind of freak out a little bit. I personally think that this price action, with the price going down so deep, so quick, this close to the end of the quarterly expiry, is institutions, hedge funds, wealthy people with big bankrolls that are really, really deep in puts that are trying to either get out at a smaller loss, get out at break even, or get out at a win. And they're trying to load more money on and suppress that price so that they're able to actually do that. That's my understanding of it. That's what I personally feel is happening right now. And I think that it's probably going to take until Monday or Tuesday for the dust to settle for all this until we get really a clear direction with the market. Yeah. I know you guys don't like the fundamental stuff. So working our way down to the 4-hour chart, there's a lot of really important things that are going on here. So with this channel drawn here, basically what we have is a not awesome situation. Okay. We've been battling with this median line for quite some time. We broke down, kind of like what we did here. Okay. So reclaiming this median line and breaking through this lower side of the resistance here at 53.25, that's going to be our top priority. So with the futures expiry, we're probably just going to do something like this. But what I would really like to see, is something like that. Okay. Some kind of, consolidation here, maybe some kind of expanding flat to end this consolidation down here in our bottom zone. With this with this being our main support area, and then continuing upwards. When we had this downside, we actually came up and almost hit our 272. Now, in terms of our downside for this move, when measured, we did experience a 0.5 retracement. Now, for this move, most recently that we've had, so almost the golden pocket here. Okay. Normally large retracements in the middle of a trend, normally they tend to be between 0.5 and 618. So that's another reason why some people are calling the bottom here. Other people are calling the bottom because we hit the bottom of this potential bull flag that we've had. And we've been getting a lot of these, right? Like we had one here, we had one here. We had one way back here, in January. So, this is pretty normal on the way up in a bull trend. These are likely corrections. They're normal. They give Bitcoin room to grow and move higher. The only thing that we have to watch is some of these lower levels of support and be really watching these to make sure that these aren't breaking. Our next main level of support that we just tested is right down here at 50K. I don't have 50K labeled because it's one of those psychological supports. Okay. If we break 50K and we start seeing closes below that, all hell is going to break loose. And I definitely think that we will be seeing 45K, at least with a wick, to tap this major daily demand zone. Okay. Now, if we turn on Ichimoku Cloud and look for confluence, we can see that the resistance line that we have here almost exactly lines up with our 200 EMA, which we have been rejecting from. So there's a little zone here that we were rejecting off of that included a lot of resistance from the price action, the 200 EMA, as well as the cloud. So if we take off our drawings, this is one of the things that I am probably most concerned about, is the fact that we had two very strong rejections here off of our 200 EMA. And this is going to be a major, major level to be breaking through right here. Okay, so this is going to be our level to watch, to be able to break back above, even just for a little bit, this median line of this channel here. Okay, so that's what I like to do when I do analysis. I try and look for confluence as many ways that I can possibly find. In terms of indicators, we're bouncing off our lower limit for the RSI. We've got obviously a lower low here on our MACD, and it looks like it's curling, trying to be curling up to the upside. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. So on our hourly chart with the Ichimoku Cloud, it's giving us a little bit of signs of hope. We did break above our Tenkan-sen, and now we're retesting the bottom of that, hopefully as support here. Lines up well with another level of support right here at the bottom of these candles. Looks like I already have some levels here drawn, but basically at the end of the day, with these levels that we're in right now, it looks like we might be forming some kind of triangle here. Obviously, this could go on during consolidation for a very pretty long time. So we'll have to see. It looking like this is, I guess, like the median line for this area, something like that. But general scheme of things, we're probably going to end up bouncing around in here for quite some time before doing anything. At least this is what I would like to see, some kind of contracting diagonal. We did get a bullish cross here on our MACD, but it's in bearish territory. So there's a little bit of divergence here, making higher lows. Same thing on our RSI. You can see just a little bit of divergence here. Bulls need volume, basically. I mean, the volume is just looking really, really trashy here. Obviously, we're getting way more. Our spikes of volume have been way higher for the bears than they have been for the bulls. And if we want to continue seeing some more upside, then that's something that we're definitely going to be needing to change here relatively soon. So I think now what we're going to end up seeing is we're probably going to be stuck in this range for quite some time between 55 and 50K. We're probably going to be in a tight range here for maybe the next week or so, unless action, and when I say action, I mean volume, is comes into the market very quickly. So I'm pretty much just expecting the dust to be settling over the next couple days, while all of this drama surrounding all of the expiry kind of just lays off, and the market kind of is able to pick a direction or find a bottom if this is our bottom, and get more confirmation of that. But until we start breaking some of these lower highs here and start putting in some higher highs and some higher lows, my sentiment is mostly bearish for the very short term and on the short time frames. But overall, I'm definitely macro bullish on everything that is going on here. All right, guys, so that is about it today. So my target for the really low side, just to sum up, is around 48 to 45K. Target from the upside from here, I definitely want to see a close above 55K first. After that, we really need to start closing above like 57 if we want to make 60K a reality again. So that's pretty much where I stand with that. I'm still macro bullish, and I am short time frame bearish. Until we start seeing higher highs, I'm going to be shorting these bounces. However, I am in a swing long position right now, very low leverage, full disclosure, and I'm just kind of taking it as it comes. If we start seeing closes below 50K or 49, that's when I'm going to be closing out that last leverage long position, taken the loss, and then I'm just going to be going into cash and just layering spot bids all the way down until we actually do find a bottom. I'm not going to call the bottom yet. I obviously need more confirmation, especially on the higher time frames. But with that said, it's going to be my birthday this weekend, so you guys probably aren't going to hear from me the rest of this week or this weekend. But next week I will be back, and I will also have a new tutorial for you guys coming out next week as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. Like I mentioned before, make sure that you smash the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any tutorials or analysis that I do. And until next time, happy trading.